The WhatsApp distribution wall. Meta's attempt to wall off WhatsApp as an AI-exclusive sales channel just hit a wall in Brussels. On June 9th, the European Commission issued a mandatory interim order forcing Meta to reinstate free access for rival AI assistants to the WhatsApp for Business interface. This isn't just about interoperability. It is a direct assault on the distribution component of the AI bundle, preventing Meta from using its messaging dominance to subsidize its model adoption. If you thought the messaging layer was a safe moat for Meta AI, the P&L just got a lot more complicated. And the data pillar of the tech moat is facing a similar liquidation event. Liquidating the data moat. Google is being forced to hand over its most valuable asset under specification proceedings concluding this summer, the ranking, query, and click telemetry that powers its search dominance. Regulators aren't asking for high-level summaries. They are demanding the raw data that allows rival models to bridge the gap in training quality. This effectively transforms proprietary user behavior into a public utility, stripping away the unique data advantage that justified Google's massive infrastructure spend over the last decade. Think of it like a refinery being forced to give its secret fuel formula to every gas station across the street for free. But the offensive isn't stopping at data, it's moving into the hardware layer, the compute sovereignty trap. Brussels is now moving against the compute layer through the Cloud and AI Development Act proposed earlier this month. By mandating union assurance levels and strict data localization, the EU is attempting to decouple European startups from their reliance on AWS and Azure. It is a protectionist play disguised as sovereignty, aimed at breaking the vertical integration where US cloud providers offer discounted compute in exchange for exclusivity. If the Commission follows through on designating cloud services as gatekeepers later this year, the high-margin bundling of models and infrastructure effectively ends in Europe. This move forces US giants to choose between a localized, lower-margin fragmented business or exiting the public sector market entirely. The real implication. What we are seeing is the systematic dismantling of the triple lock compute, data, and distribution that has sustained big tech's valuations for years. By attacking access, training telemetry, and funnels simultaneously, the EU is moving the industry toward a low-margin, commoditized future where models are treated like electricity rather than proprietary platforms. For investors and operators, this means the distribution-led growth stories for Meta and Apple are fundamentally broken in the Eurozone. When you can no longer bundle your model with your hardware or your messaging app, you are forced to compete on the underlying quality of the AI alone, a race where margins tend towards zero. This isn't a minor regulatory hurdle, it is a fundamental rewrite of the tech sector's unit economics. Watch the July 27th deadline for Google's final search data sharing requirements. That ruling will set the template for how every other data-rich incumbent will be forced to feed their own competitors. Subscribe for more.